Hey boys, welcome back to some more World Cup action here, and we're going to be taking on Australia. You know, it was always going to come down to this. Australia had a fairly convincing win over Fiji, and we were pretty dominant over Samoa. But you know, it's going to be a very tough final. One, because Australia obviously are going to have a very strong team. As you see, they're 92 overall. I think we're about 88 overall, so Australia are like a fair bit higher in terms of stats. And honestly, we've had a pretty easy lead up in the World Cup. We haven't versed Australia once. The only, England have been the toughest challenge we faced, and even England, like, their ratings are definitely not that high as well. So, it's gonna be a step up this game. But we'll look at their team. As you see, it is a fairly strange looking team without doubt. The front row looks pretty standard. Back row, Paul Gallen obviously shouldn't be there, but then you've got Pearce, you got fucking couple other weird ones on the bench. Our team is stock standard. I don't think we've really made any changes to the to our run on squad and the bench over this whole tournament. I just haven't really felt the need to. I've been pretty impressed with the squad. I would have liked probably a couple of better backline players, but they just weren't in the squad for us to pick. But I'm gonna do the national anthems here. There's all the boys there looking for a big game, and hopefully, this like I said, biggest challenge here. You got it's Jared Croker, the Jack Bird. Yeah, a little bit strange, obviously. Fairly strange. Brett Morris here on the wings. It's going to be... He did make a little line break there, but Tuivasa-Sheck at the back is going to make a solid hit here and bundle him into touch with Tohu Harris. Or is that Kevin Proctor? I'm not too sure, but good defense there from our fullback as we get a chance off the scrum as Tuivasa-Sheck gets it on to Kahu back on the inside to Kieran Foran. And he is just going to brush away from a would-be tackler there. It, it wasn't really meant to be a set play, but Jared Croker, a few years ago, his defense was definitely his biggest weakness, Jared Croker. I think in real life now, his defense definitely has got a lot better, but I still think his defense can be weak at times. That's probably still his one area he could definitely work on, Jared Croker. Definitely better than what it was, but Kieran Foran's just going to brush past him right there. So a fantastic start to this game. But then right here, we were just trying to take the ball to the line. Just a little bit risky right there coming out of our danger zone. Should have been a little bit more safe coming out of our line. But on the back of that, oh man, Thurston went straight through. We came out of the line with, I think it was Tamalolo. And Thurston, for some reason, threw the ball to Jared Croker, who probably should have scored as well. I don't know how we survived, but then on the back of that, they're actually going to get a bit of a lucky call, I thought. I mean, they sort of passed it into our player. I thought it came like off his back, but they're going to call a knock on. I probably shouldn't. I can't really complain too much, considering Thurston should have just put the ball over the try line, but he decided to pass the ball. But great defense right there. Coming out of the line, sitting James Maloney on his back. Always feels good to smash Maloney like that. So, yeah, we survived that little bit of a scare, albeit fairly lucky. But we're going to turn possession over once again to the Kangaroos, and Big Shannon Boyd is on the field now. Obviously he's played a few a few internationals now, as Josh Papali, the big fella, is just going to barge his way over the try line. Kieran Foran and I think it was Jordan Kahu holding on for dear life, couldn't hold the big fella up, and it's going to be Jared Croker looking to convert the try, and he's going to make no mistake. So we did miss our conversion, which is fairly frustrating. So we're going to go down 6-4. And yeah, I mean, coming up with a high tackle now with Tuivasa-Sheck, we've sort of just fallen away. Honestly, we fell away hard for about 20 minutes there. We just kept turning the ball over, giving Australia just great opportunity. That is just a fantastic ball for Kieran Foran, just holding it up, to the last second there to put Jordan Kahu through the hole. That is fantastic work. It's spread out to the left here. A big shot on Hargraves, but it's kind of, oh man, a bit more luck goes our way. The big shot came, but the ball spilled straight to Sean Johnson, not a knock on. And Sean Johnson, in a bit of like broken play, like they couldn't really stop him. You know, the big shot came, a big hole in the defense, and we just score on the back of it. So, you know, it puts us back into the lead. A 10-6 lead here is good play here. Gets the outside inside play happening with all the forwards there combining, which is good to see. Not really a set play, but just you know, some good hole running there. Is another just good slick ball movement here from the boys. Just, you know, getting a little bit of confidence this last 10 minutes. That try, you know, sort of got us back in the mood. I was feeling pretty bad about our play for like 20 minutes after we scored the first try. I thought, oh, this game's going to be a cakewalk. 20 minutes later, you know, we conceded the try, kept dropping the balls, just playing really silly, honestly. But after getting that, you know, fairly lucky try, we started to play a little bit better just before the break here. Unfortunately, right there, the bomb went up. I'm trying to put some pressure on the man catching it. Came up with the high shot. It was out. It was the second high shot in a row, so it was a send-off final warning. But we are going into the break here. No real harm done there, so it should reset that little bit of a warning for the send-off. So we're going to come back here 5 minutes into the second half. Australia on the attack here. Big shots coming in from Kahu on Thurston, but the quick play balls every time, dude. Whenever there's a big shot, if the ball doesn't spill, it's a quick play the ball. So I actually like that balancing quite a bit, and it can cause some problems. So the Paul Gallen there taking the fifth play, looking to spread it out to Thurston here. Puts in a little bit of a little kick there. It wasn't a bad kick actually, but was well covered by Sean Johnson. Paul Gallen is going to make another line break. Just totally ran past him with Tuivasa-Sheck, and then a quick play the ball. We had a player offside at marker. Cameron Smith sort of bumped into the man playing the ball, and it sort of threw us off a bit. He used him as a bit of a shepherd a little bit, even though both our markers I think were offside, and it caused our defense to be in all sorts of trouble. So that misconversion once again is going to come back to bite us, with Australia converting, making it 12-10. And right here, what do I even say about this one? This is just is abysmal. Oh man, I just totally overread the play. I thought he was just going to pass this to Fifita, but Matt Scott, he didn't even line up the pass. He didn't even fake it out. I just overread the play. I was going to look for the big shot with Tamalolo, and just it cost us big time. So 18-10 now, under 10 minutes to go. So, you know, we've really shot ourselves in the foot, as Jordan Rapana off nothing. He's gonna race downfield off the kick return. Haven't really seen Rapana, but every time he's touched the ball in this whole tournament, he's looked very, very dangerous. And right here, you know, a few lazy forwards up around the middle there from Australia, and Jordan Rapana, he's gonna keep us in this game. I mean, you know, when I was playing this game, I sort of felt like I was choking. I sort of felt like I was throwing the game away, but I don't know, maybe we were getting a little lucky to actually be in this game so much, because a couple of our tries have been a bit fortuitous. I mean, that Sean Johnson one, and then the kick return. So, you know, maybe we're lucky to be in this position, but at the same time, the amount of drop balls we did, it's just crippled our chances. And unfortunately, you know, there was no time left. We are going to get pinged for offside, but that was pretty much the ball game then and there. So Australia have taken the World Cup from the Kiwis. I could not believe it. I felt like we should have won this game. Too many errors. I don't know if we'll see the stats here, but the Australian boys obviously celebrating. I thought, you know, the team they picked, we should have beaten it. I didn't really like their back line, and a few of their, you know, their interchange wasn't very strong, but yeah, it's gonna, you know, it's a problem. It's an issue, and a very big loss. Oh, just shattering stuff, dude. Shattering. First time taking on Australia since early in the season where we got pumped, but 16-18, the misconversion from Kahu. Hopefully, guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next season.